What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to increase your Etsy sales effectively and efficiently. No more wasting money on ads, no more posting tirelessly on social media, and no more worrying about your competitors because you're going to be the shop owner who truly knows what your customer wants. I stopped selling physical products back in July, so we're just gonna focus on the strategies I use to grow my digital product business. And that's just because I was focusing all of my strategies on my digital products. But that being said, these tips can definitely be used for whatever you're selling on Etsy, whether they're digital or physical products. So here's a chart that represents my digital product revenue from January through October of 2019. I went from making $77 in the month of January to making $1,000 in the month of October alone. So I 13x'd my revenue from January to October. And I did that by making changes in March and July of 2019. And as you can see, those changes really paid off, literally. Today, I'm going to tell you what I did in March and July so you can implement those strategies in your shop as well. Make sure you stay to the end of the video because I'm going to share a resource that I created for you that really compiles all my top tips and tricks to growing a Etsy shop effectively and keeping sales coming in consistently. So stay till the end, but for now, let's jump right into the video. A common misconception is that you need more traffic in order to make more sales on Etsy. And yes, maybe more traffic would increase more sales, but a lot of Etsy sellers focus on increasing traffic way too soon when they should really be focusing on increasing their conversion rates first. So basically, increasing the probability of someone purchasing an item from your shop when they visit a listing. Think about it. If you stumbled upon someone's listing and as you scrolled through, you noticed that it really wasn't what you were looking for, you're going to click out. So it's really important as Etsy sellers to pay close attention to our listings and making sure that it is really something that our potential customer wants. Once your listing is optimized for conversions, then you can start driving traffic to it and it will make a huge difference in the amount of sales you receive. That's why my first tip is to listen to your customers. If you have people messaging you, asking you if your item comes in a certain color, a certain style, a certain material, and you hear this repeatedly and you don't take action on it, you're missing out on a lot of potential sales. And I definitely suggest that you either create a variation or a new listing with what your customers are asking for. Because think about it this way. If 5 people ask you if this item comes in the color blue, how many people are visiting your listing looking for that item in blue, don't see it, and leave without messaging you? These potential customers that are messaging you are basically doing the market research for you. So it's a great place to start. And this is exactly what I did in the month of March. So I sell thank you card templates for small business owners, and a lot of potential customers were asking me how they could add their logo or switch out icons on their thank you card. And the moment I implemented that change, I didn't even message them telling them that it was now available, and all of a sudden my sales jumped. And my monthly revenue never went back down to $77 a month. And I know listening to your customers may seem like common sense advice, but are you doing it? Are you listening to them and implementing their suggestions and their wants and needs? If not, I highly suggest you do so because from my experience, it works. My next tip is very important, and I'm actually shocked to see how many sellers don't do this. And that is do more of what's working. I have people reaching out to me, asking me to look at their shop, and when I look at their sales, I see that there's one item that keeps getting purchased over and over again, but yet they only have 1 or 2 listings of that type of item, and then the rest of their shop is filled with a bunch of other items that aren't really selling well. If you have a funny graphic t-shirt on your shop, and then you just have a bunch of t-shirts with animals on them, but your funny graphic t-shirt is a bestseller, well, keep making more funny t-shirts, because obviously that's what's working and that's what you're good at making. For example, when I created my new and improved thank you card where you can add your logo and switch out your icons, I used a very similar style for that thank you card as my bestseller. So it had the pink watercolor background and it had the scripted thank you font, the same exact layout. Even though I had other thank you cards on my shop, I chose to take what was working and make it better. So, moral of the story is don't waste your time making new products when you already have a bestseller that you can make more of. Now, the next tip might make some people a little bit uncomfortable, and that's a good thing because that means most of your competitors aren't doing this. And that is survey your customers, especially before you decide to create a new product line. There were some customers that were having some trouble editing my thank you card templates because they couldn't get the hang of Adobe Reader DC, which is where you would edit my templates. So I had this idea to use Canva to host my templates and send them a PDF with a link that they could click on to access their templates. But I was unsure if my ideal customers knew about Canva, knew how to edit in Canva, and before I spent all of this time creating a new product with a new process, I created a survey. Now, I wasn't sure that these customers were going to actually answer the survey, so I gave them an incentive by telling them that they will get the new product for free if they answer the survey, and I ended up getting 25 responses. I learned that the majority of my customers actually know how to use Canva, and I also gained a lot more insight and learned more information about my ideal customer. And I launched that new product line, yep, you guessed it, in July. Now, in the months of August and September, I continued to do my favorite tip that I've shared before and I'm gonna share again, which is I duplicated my listings. Well, more specifically, I duplicated my bestsellers. So I duplicated my listings once and I changed the SEO. So I changed the title and the tags, and I didn't play with the description. But what that does is it allows you to play around with other keywords that you might not be using currently, but that might be really good keywords that people are actually searching for. So do a little keyword research by using the Etsy search bar and looking at your stats section to see if anyone's finding you with keywords that you're not currently using, and also doing some competitor analysis to see if your competitors are using keywords that you're not using currently. And when you make this duplicate listing, just edit all of the SEO, and over time you'll see if any of those new keywords that you weren't using are actually effective or not. And it's just a really good way to test more keywords and to just have a better idea of what people are searching in order to find a product like yours. Part B of that is to duplicate your original bestsellers again, but this time only change the main photo. And this is just because some people will be attracted to one photo and another person will be attracted to another photo. So you'll just start to understand which photo is resonating the most with your audience. This just helps you to get a wider reach. Now that you have a shop that's filled with items that customers truly want, and you duplicated your listings with new SEO and new photography, now it is time to start driving traffic to your shop. So your duplicated listings will definitely help you get more exposure on the Etsy platform and drive more traffic. But if you want to get serious here and really drive traffic into your Etsy shop, then you need to focus on driving your own traffic in from outside sources. And the number one way I suggest doing this is through Pinterest. Now, I have a whole video about the best practices of using Pinterest for business, and it's gonna tell you how to start driving traffic to your Etsy shop using the platform. So definitely go check that video out. I'm gonna link it down below. And also don't forget to download that guide that I'm going to include in the description box of this video with all of my best tips to increase sales effectively and keep them coming in consistently. So If you found this video helpful, then please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section below what you thought. I wish you guys the best of luck growing your business on Etsy, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye guys.